It's not technically abandoned. Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, and today we have a very special adventure planned for you. And that's not April Fool's. That's for real.
It's not planned for them. It's for us.
Well, us to do, you to view. Us to do, you to view. We are headed, we're getting ready, actually. We're going to head to Tennessee today. It's about a 2-hour drive. We're going to Elkmont, Tennessee. There's an abandoned town there. Well, it's not really abandoned. It's forced abandonment. But first, I gotta get ready. Ready. Alright, we are headed out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2 hours later.
So we have made it to the Elkmont Village. Here's one of the first houses. And Izzy has already found a rock. So this town was originally a logging company's property. And in the early 1900s, they started selling parts of the land to private owners, normally for rich enthusiasts, to create some sort of social club up here. So in 1919, it started to get kind of hard to obtain membership to get into the club. So a group of businessmen out of Knoxville decided they were going to purchase their own land and make their own club, pretty much. That's pretty much it. So that's where most of this came from. They purchased these lands, they started making cottages. There's some houses up on the mountains up there. Most of it's in different levels of disarray, which is kind of sad. But they were going to tear them down, but in 2002, they declared that these were going to be national landmarks, and they're going to work on some of them and then tear down the rest. So around 1929 or something like that, the lumber company decided they're going to sell out. They sold 76,000 acres to the US government, making a lot of this land basically unusable by anybody else, because it's government property. After that, the people that lived here didn't really have a choice. Some people sold out to the government. The ones that didn't ended up being forced out, and they had to sell their houses for half the price that it was worth, and then they agreed after that they had a lifelong lease on the house. The majority of the leases ran out between 91 and 92, meaning the people that held the leases died. The last lease ran out in 2002. So now all these are government owned. This is possibly the smallest house I've ever seen. It's definitely the smallest house here. You see how tall I am? I'm 6 foot. That's the door.
No, you're not going in there. No.
I'm taller than the door.
Ow! It's my toe.
I don't know if this was somebody's actual house or if it was like a kid's place. I mean, look at Izzy compared to the fireplace. This is a Hobbit House. It's really cool. On top of this hill used to sit a hotel called the Wonderland Hotel. When it first started, it was a private club that became really hard to get into. But in 1977, they opened it up to the public and you could stay in it. The hotel was actually open until 1992 when it shut down, and I think recently they demolished it. It started collapsing, became dangerous, and I believe recently they have demolished it, but I'm not 100% sure.
I think it's still up here because I could see it from the road.
We'll find out. Oh, and one more cool fact, and this is actually for Casey. When they opened up the Elkmont railways, because they had a railway in here to haul lumber in and out. Can't tell them. When they opened that up for passengers, the first stop on that train was here at the Elkmont Hotel. No, Wonderland Hotel. You're welcome, Casey. Train fact of the day. This is the Wonderland Hotel, or what's left of it. I don't know if this was torn down, purposely burned down, or what. But it's gone. It's been demolished, burned. I mean, look at these trees behind me. You know, a couple months back we did have the wildfires, and a lot of the woods around here don't look burned. They were really close to this area. But this is what's left of this house. We are calling it a day. If you ever get a chance to come out here, it's really easy to find. It's not a hard hike. There's a little bit of a climb, but not much. I mean, this lady did it. She's with child. This is the end of today's video. We're going home. That's it. We'll see you tomorrow. Say bye, Izzy. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Say adios, muchachos.
Singing.
I love you, Claudine.
Mommy, go.
My rocking chair. You promised me my rocking chair.
She took me a little too literal when I said get a rocking chair.
Please open.
Is it good?
Yeah, good.
Give it another bite. Give it a bite. Okay, that's enough.